Wednesday Night Live.
Welcome, good people. Alex, the car doctor here.
Mrs. the Car Doctor there. Wednesday night, folks. As y'all begin to come in, let me see. Tonight's topic is why diagnostics are not free and hitting fees on repair costs. I can't tell you how many times
We here.
does the diagnostic go toward the repair.
Joe Blow got it down the street. Diagnostics free. I'm gonna explain that. We're gonna explain.
But you know what though? Before I get offended, I learned to know that really, well, it's different types of customers. Okay, you got the ones that's used to mobile mechanic. Because I know when you was a mobile mechanic, you would let the diag go toward the repair.
Yeah.
If they got the work done. But
what's going on, Lakes? Lakes Automotive.
Oh, there y'all go. Lakes in the house all the time.
That's the man right there.
Easy does it. Yo.
I think Lakes, he just got finished fixing his daughter's car. He had a Civic that the timing belt went bad on it.
Oh, well, that's good evening, kings and queens. What's up, Colonel? How you doing? How you living? Thank you for the light. Thinker outside the box. Oh, all our favorite people in here tonight. Hey guys.
What's up, fam?
How you doing? Comp Doc 305. Notice. Okay. But yeah, so we were saying a lot of times people say, well, does the diagnostic go toward the repair? And the quick answer is no. But I'm going to tell you why. And I kind of went over this before in a previous live, but I was saying that there are different customers that's out there that so used to dealing with mobile mechanics, or sometimes the shop will run a promo and say free diagnostics. Then you got AutoZone saying free diagnostics. So I'm just getting ready to
set the record straight.
Correct. All right. So jumping right into it, our diag cost is $100. Definitely not at our shop. Are y'all charging diag? I mean, does the Colonel? I mean, I'm tripping. I see Colonel's thing, and I'm trying to talk to Lakes. At your shop, do you guys let the diag go towards the repair? And then Colonel says, I'm doing fine tonight for a greasy spark chasing wrench man. Listen, nice. I like them spark chasing wrench men. Okay, that's my type. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So while I'm waiting on Lakes to answer that, but we don't, because I'm trying to get people to understand this. We are selling time. Mm-hmm. Say, for instance, your car comes in here with a leak. Back in the day, they used to have the old school mechanics. They look at the car and say, oh, it's the water pump. It'd be about $700. Okay. The newer age cars are not that way. It's a much more complicated diagnostic process that takes time, because the moment you throw the wrong part at it, they're gonna be mad about that. So I always like to tell people,
what did Lake say? I think he responded.
Lake says, yes, $110 for a 1 hour diagnostic. But Easy doesn't say diag goes to repair. Please enlighten me more about that. Like, how do y'all do it?
And I'm going to tell you my theory. Because I just put out a video short. And nothing, basically explaining nothing is free in America.
Right. Stop reading this. Go ahead and say what you're saying to the people.
I was done.
Oh, okay. Anyways. We're selling time, not only service. Okay, so again, somebody's car coming here with a leak, and we can't tell where that leak is coming from. We can't say it's the water pump, so then Alex will have to
bring out my pressure tester.
Bring out the pressure tester, do that, pressurize the system, all that. We're performing a service. We're not just looking at the car and say,
a customer get mad at us talking about some she was fussing about the diagnostic fee. My wife explained to her, like, what, did you know where the leak was coming from before? Yeah, it was coming from the hose back there. Like, how did you know that?
Who told you that? Because you didn't know. So it's kind of like, guys, like I tell my customers, you're selling time. It took time for him to trace down that leak, pressurize your system. Also, with any kind of leak that comes in the shop, if they have a coolant leak of any kind, it's going to always automatically get a block test because, and that's included within the diagnostic fee, because one thing I don't want to do is put a water pump on there and your head gasket been blown all along.
We're doing an engine job right now for that same exact reason. Yeah. She came in because her AC would just quit out of nowhere. Hooked it up to my AC machine. All the readings look great. I went and talked with the customer. I'm like, yeah, what I have to do to make it stop? She was like, oh, it's going to stop. Just give it some time or drive it. By the time I came back, the AC had shut off, getting ready to turn the car off. And I noticed it was running hot. So I was like, interesting. I seen aftermarket cooling fan. I was like, let me do a block test, and failed the block test.
So somebody already solved the problem, but didn't do the block test. So now we could have saved her money on that and just jumped straight into the problem. So a lot
I sell my experience, guys. You know, my experience wasn't free for me. It took me time, heartache, and blood and sweat, you know, to learn this stuff that I know. I was going to share my theory.
I told you wouldn't finish talking.
No, I thought I was waiting for you to finish talking.
Go ahead. I mean, now we probably don't forgot what we was
going to say. I know my theory.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me share my theory with you. We have two shops down the street from each other. I'm going to keep it simple. Both charging, let's see, how can I put this? Both labor rates the same, $100 an hour. Both shops quoted 2 hours for this particular job. One shop is not charging you a diag fee. It goes towards the repair. And the other shop saying, hey, I'm charging your diag fee of $50. So one shop, we do the simple math, that's $250. The customer's supposed to shell out of pocket. Both shops, same labor rate, same diagnostic fee. Tell me why the other shop is charging $300 for the one that said, oh yeah, we don't charge diag fee if you get the repair done.
Because they doing what Easy Does It just said, add the price into the repair.
Exactly.
So you think you're getting a free diag, but you're not.
And my thing is this. I like to know what I'm getting charged for it. This day of time with shady shops and shady businesses, and it's just shadiness all around us these days. And if everything is spelled out simple, okay, I'm paying for this, that at least give me the opportunity to compare with other prices versus having something built in the price. I don't know what I'm paying for. I could be well overpaying, but the mind mentality of people like, oh yeah, I'm not getting charged extra this, I'm not getting charged extra that. But you turn out you paying way more than the guy spelling it out for you.
Right.
When you spell stuff out, it's transparency. It's transparent. Like, oh, okay, I'm less likely to upcharge you or overcharge you on a particular item because I'm spilling it out for you. Mm-hmm. That's my theory.
You're right. I mean, but some shops do that. They'll wrap it into the price just for the customers. It's a business 101. You want the customer to feel like they're getting something, and customers feel good when they're getting something. So you know what I mean.
I get most of my customers from by honesty
and education. Yeah, education. People saying. Colonel Buckshot says, always charge for diag. Time is money. Don't leave money on the table. Absolutely. And that's why I'm telling people, if it's taking him an hour or heaven forbid, the electrical diagnostics sometimes take 2-3 hours. Yeah. So we have learned over time to charge accordingly. Like we can't just, every diagnostic is not the same. Mm-hmm. And so most of the time when people come in there, they always say, well, I had this mechanic swap out all these electrical components. And ma'am, okay, we have a 2-hour minimum when we're dealing with electrical.
We just had a car come in. I did a short on it. Came in, and I do courtesy inspections, and I'm not out here trying to get people.
Yeah.
I'm literally out here trying to save people.
Wait. If you come in and say, I need a starter, and I say, well, listen, do you want the diag anyway? Just to make sure, because sometimes you'll say you need something, and then we put the part on, and it don't need that. So, but if it turns out that you say I need a starter,
I won't even charge them.
But I diagnose it anyway, and you turn out to be right, I won't charge you. But if it turned out to be something else,
exceptions.
Right. If it turned out to be something else, we will charge you.
And half the time when they bring in these Pentastars for the the infamous tick.
Well,
I don't charge.
We don't even
Just
charge Diag. We
go
Alex
out there.
listen and point.
Oh, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We really don't charge Diag unless
some-
it's a weird sound.
Some commenter said, "Oh, Burger King don't charge for napkins." Really?
Well, see,
Oh,
but
they're charging in the meal. It's
But see,
up.
that's what differentiate a business owner from an employee, because business owners know we count everything from the 55-gallon oil drum I have to get. Count that. I have to divide that by 5 quarts and see how many oil changes. Like, everything costs, honey. The rags, the brake clean. Sometimes we throw in battery terminals and stuff like that. So everything costs money.
Add it into the price. See,
yeah, we already
talked about that.
Oh, Shelley said, "Good evening, everybody. Hit that like button for the doctor, please, y'all. It's 34 of y'all in here. I should at least have about 20 likes. Give me about 20 likes or something. Come on now, because guess what? I could be in the house laying down, but I chose to come out here and talk about
I could be doing a project. I'm helping my son build a animal cell or something.
Right. Alex is on daddy duty. Our son's got a project due tomorrow, and you gotta make stuff. That's not me. I help you with an essay or a paper or something.
I'm gonna go steal somebody else's. I'm just playing.
No. Otis says there's a difference between a skilled technician and a part swap. Tell him to take it back down to Peanut and let him guess again. Exactly.
Guess again.
Yeah, exactly. I guess they're already starting to
ask
questions. Guys, on Wednesday nights we like to keep it topical, and then we'll ask questions.
Yeah, we're not quite ready.
But I get back to you guys. Yes. Colonel Buckshot says tell them to take it to AutoZone and get them to repair it. That's another thing. AutoZone is not diagnosing. They're simply just hooking the scan tool up, telling you whatever code it is.
The code will point you in the right direction to test only. But if you look at the AutoZone report, it gives you possibilities. It may give you 5 to 10 possible solutions to this problem. You're going to go down the list replacing all of them. That's not
right.
That's not economical.
Pay the Diag so this man can go and trace down wires and point exactly to what the problem is.
Literally had people come to me after spending $700 to $1,000 chasing down an issue, and they finally like, okay, I'm done spending so much money, and they bring it to me, charge them a Diag fee, and it'd be something simple as a freaking vacuum hose or something. And normally, guys, like I said, I'm not here to try to take no one for what all they have. If it's something simple or something I can do quick, I will wrap it up in the diagnostic fee. I don't even charge you a diagnostic plus a repair.
Right.
It's something I can quickly fix, or if I have the part on hand from another engine or something, and they just need a little hose, or whatever the case may be, I'll just boom, 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 you're done.
Yeah, we're not out here to rob anybody. We just try to keep it fair. Cats and Papa said, and I hope I said that right, the doctor always get paid, Diag or not. Hey, baby, you know us very well. And that's another thing. Like I was telling customers, listen, we have about 3 to 4, I'm going to count the 4th one, streams of income. Okay? Because sometimes the shop is slow. I'm going to make sure all my guys are paid before we take a paycheck, because we have
sometimes I don't take a paycheck.
Right. We have other means of income.
Yeah.
So it's about what's fair, because I can't just worry about us, but we have people that's working for us that have to feed their families too. That's important. So every time I got to cut you a discount, I'm discounting them, and them showing up on time, and them doing the work properly, and them, spending 8 hours a day.
Let me offer you the discount.
Right. So Lucas has a question. He's from Brazil. He says, how does this work? Do you charge for the hours plus Diag fee? I'm from Brazil, and here I charge for just Diag. So yes, Lucas, if your car come in and say, hey, my car is misfiring, automatic $120 for the diagnostic fee. Once he spend the time diagnosing it, and sometimes that's for an hour, sometimes he might go over an hour, but if it's like an hour and 30 minutes, I still just keep it at $120. Once you authorize the Diag, then once he finds a problem, we work you up a quote. Let's say the quote is $500. You will pay the $500 for parts and labor plus the $120 Diag.
Quick example. Had a Hyundai. I did a short video on it. He came in for a skip. And it looked like he just been throwing parts at it. Well, we bought a whole bunch of parts for it. I don't know. They looked new. Came in for a skip. It looked like somebody else has been working on it because it was the wrong bolts. It was, I don't want to talk about it. The spark plug wires is literally burnt through, and parts matter, guys. That's why I supply the parts and not let the customer supply the parts, because the customer don't know. They think spark plug wires are spark plug wires, and they'll go on Amazon and spend $20 for a set of wires versus buying a $100 set from the store. They're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm out for these. So, and I always give a courtesy inspection, not to try to sell stuff, but to try to prevent you from being on side of the road. And watch my back too, because say for instance, I didn't do a courtesy inspection. If I didn't pull back that timing belt cover and didn't see that timing belt, and after doing all that major work, sent him, not major, but a tune-up. It was kind of expensive because you have to pull the intake. After he left my shop, timing belt could have broke. And guess who he's going to be blaming? Me. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all just fixed my car. Why I'm on side of the road?
Mm-hmm.
Now, why you trying to tell me I need a motor because my valves are bent?
Mm-hmm.
You did something to my car.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, I look at it, I do a courtesy inspection.
Mm-hmm.
I just so happened to find the timing belt dry rotted really bad, and I went and got the customer and physically showed him like, hey, I don't even feel comfortable cranking up this car anymore.
Mm-hmm. You need to get this done. That way, if he declined, I love it when they hit that decline button, because it's saved in our system. If anything happened with that car, and you declined it 2 months ago, we don't have nothing to talk about.
But that's what the Diag stuff cover,
Yeah, it says easy does. It says just sounds better, make you feel like they working with you.
Yes,
it does.
It
and really like I said, but sometimes though, I actually work with them. I don't have to wrap it up in the price, because I say, you know what, I'm gonna give you half off today on your Diag because this and that, or whatever the situation can be. But it depends. Like I said, if a customer comes in and say, hey, or if we miss something, or hey, why you didn't, I will accommodate that customer, absolutely. But
especially if we did something, but if we didn't do nothing, don't it? Oh yeah, let me get this. I'm like, we didn't even, we don't even know you like that.
King of the Wind, thank you for the super chat. He said, keep up the good work. Love the work you guys do. Thank you so much. I
appreciate it. I like that name too.
King of the Wind.
King of the Wind.
Love it. Thank you so much. We do really try now. And last week was a tough week, and this week is still sprinkling a little bit.
It's drizzling over a little bit.
We're making it. Our son, Aiden Davis, says, hi, Mom. Hey son. Aiden. Your room better be clean by the time I get off this live. Tim Dinkins says, what other platforms are y'all on? We're on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. But YouTube is our baby, and we're mostly on there. Facebook is catching up, because I think we got about 57,000 followers over there, which is more than what we have on YouTube. But see, YouTube cut the check every month, so I'm going to be on YouTube. You feel me? But in this chat tonight, it's just our Facebook followers and our YouTube subscribers tonight. Lester says, yes, I will be asking for a quote before the work is done and with an itemized invoice.
Yes,
but of course, after getting the diagnosis done first, paying the diagnosis is a must. Yes, if you get a diag from Alex or any one of the techs, and you don't like the price, just pay me my diag and you can go on your way.
Yeah.
And we get that a lot. Not a lot, but some people will pay the diag, take it elsewhere, and then still wind up right back at square one. That happens a lot too.
I don't even think I diagnosed this lady car. I told her, I think it was something wrong with her phasers or something. When she crank it up, it rattles for a quick second and stops. I was like, most likely need the phasers, the cam gears. They wore out. The truck had like 300,000 miles on it. Toyota. Of course it did. So I told her about it. I was like, I'm going to have to look at it more into detail. You probably have to drop it off with me. About months on down the road, it comes back with the spark plug hole stripped, and The truck sound terrible than ever. I was like, what
Oh
happened?
yeah, we got a video about it. It's
Oh
gonna come
my
out probably
gosh. Did
tomorrow.
we got a video about
Yeah,
that?
I got it on the vlog with
Briefly.
it.
Oh, okay.
Diamond Dave says, appreciate the channel. Y'all stay at it.
Thank
Thank you so much.
I love it, Dave.
Thank you that
buddy.
you guys like the channel.
And
Like,
thank you for the support for the super chats, y'all.
for real, because you know what though? YouTube can be discouraging because
Yeah.
you be like, man, I'm making content like
And y'all making me feel better. I've been having a discouraged
Yeah.
week.
it's a job. YouTube
Yeah.
is a job. Like yesterday when I was making all those shorts with you and stuff, I didn't have time to do my admin work like I normally do. So I'm having to pick days while I'm filming, pick days, and then some days like today he didn't want to be bothered. So I didn't want to put the camera in his face today. I was just like, well, we just gonna ride out. We'll go live later.
I got a certain person
But-
stressing me out. At
Right.
work.
But thank you so much.
Yes.
That you guys like the channel and that you guys
It makes me feel real good about
know.
keeping pushing out content, keep me motivated.
Right.
Appreciate
Kenneth
that.
says, I hate AutoZone. I had a check engine light. They said I needed a catalytic converter. That was in June. Moved the from VA to Philly in August. Now have a 45-minute commute to work. Check engine light gone for over 2 months.
Wow.
Car drives fine. That's why I said, I worked at AutoZone as a teenager.
Them folks don't know nothing.
They don't know.
When they come with the AutoZone paper in their hand, I'm like, look, you're gonna listen to me that have 20-some years of experience, or are you gonna listen to somebody that just got into the automotive field and want to work their way up?
Or they
Your
ain't
choice.
even in the field. They just pulling codes.
Yeah,
Something you can
season.
do if you going by your own scan tool.
Which I suggest.
Yeah.
Anybody who own a motor vehicle, I always tell them, get your $30-$40 scanner off of Amazon. Get the little Altel one that tells you the code number, the P number, and the description of it. That way, if you're ever out of town or ever in a situation where your check engine light pop on, you hook that bad boy up prior to you taking it somewhere to get it fixed. And if it says something like the evaporative emissions system, evap code, and you take it somewhere and they trying to do a tune-up on your car, you need to question that. Like, this don't have nothing to do with the tune-up. I mean, evap code. Evap is dealing with gas fumes. Tune-up is dealing with spark and engine performance. So, yeah.
Okay.
Just a little 2 cents.
Go ahead and get that. Go ahead. We're going to start rolling in questions now,
I
you
think
guys.
we're pretty much done.
But you know what? We didn't talk about shop supplies.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about
That's
that
a hidden fees, and I think Easy does it. It might say roll that up in the cost too, but we made a short about shop supplies.
Oh, that was
that
was a touchy subject for some people.
Shop supplies is on everything, or an environmental fee or stuff like that. When your car come in for a water pump, okay, the coolant need to be done away with, disposed. This is not something that you can pour down the toilet, pour down the sink. It has to be disposed. Your oil, it has to be disposed. It costs money to do that.
Now, you folks at home may be thinking, oh, I could just pour it somewhere and forget about it. Yes, that may be the fact for you guys because you're not a business owner. Business owners are targeted by this big thing called the EPA. And if they catch me doing that kind of stuff or disposing stuff improperly, I can be shut down or hit with some fines that will shut me down. So I'm very careful of how I do things. I do everything by the book. I have to. And plus, me personally, because I'm in the internet.
Yeah.
So I make the perfect example. Like, oh yeah, let's go mess with Alex, the car doctor. We about to make an example out of him.
Right, exactly. Now, stuff costs money. If your car is leaking when it come in there, okay, in order to clean it up for the diet, that can of brake fluid, it costs what, $3 a can?
Yeah, no, up more than that.
And I don't have it's industry standard practice, first of all. So it's not something that we're making up. But instead of itemize, okay, on this Lexus, I used a can of brake fluid, 1 rack. No, just put the shop supplies on there. That way we can grab and use anything as we go on. See what I'm saying? Now, somebody brought up a very good point. What if you're programming a computer, does it get, shop supplies and stuff like that? Probably not. I'm going to say that, but we don't do a lot of ECM programming unless it's for the transmission, which you need shop supplies on the transmission job. So it's kind of like, okay, the oil dry, that your car come in, it's leaking oil, the oil dry that's used to clean it up, that's your car.
Your
right?
mess.
Your mess, technically. So fuses, Wire loom, it covers a whole wide range of stuff. It's not just an extra fee that we put on your ticket. It's stuff that has to be bought and used. And I'm sure you're gonna say, okay, I use 6 inches of wire loom on your car. I'm gonna put that on your invoice. No, it's shop supplies. It's environmental fees. The fees mean something. You know what I mean? Now, I heard Precision Tune or somebody was charging you an environmental fee 4 times. I don't see the need for that.
Yeah, that's
one $5 fee is fine, but I was talking to the oil drain guy, and he was like, "Yeah, my wife took her car to like Jiffy Lube or somewhere.
They pulled her in with the $20 oil change.
Got the invoice. It said environmental fee 4 different times. I'm like, okay, what is all that
end up
for?
Spending like walking out the door a $40-$60 bill or something. He
Crazy.
said.
Colonel Buckshot says the day my shop stops charging for Diag, they will see my toolbox going on the back of a rollback. He out of there.
Yeah, I gotta pay the tax, and in this case, I have to pay myself.
Right, or the tax. Yeah. You know, once we get more, they gotta get paid for their time. Like we selling time. Okay, we're not about to burn an hour figuring it out, and then okay, that hour's gone. It's gonna be this much to fix it. No, we getting paid for time. Okay, people. YT backup page said, Alex, where your dreads at? I see you got the dogs up there, them waves. Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody been talking about my waves today. I'm like,
you know what? Alex had some locks.
I couldn't do it because it's the ugly stage, and you know, I was making appearances on the, you know, I was mobile mechanic, you know, first impression.
Can't be coming up. I think you would be sexy with locks, but see, his hair is so soft.
I'm gonna lock my beard.
No, his hair is so soft. They look like little baby doll curls. Yeah, I was like, nah, Alex look like a pimp. Because you know his mama white, so his dad is black, so it's kind of like he got that really really soft hair. So he ain't got to do the extra. You know how they used to brush the hair with that grease and put on the do-rag to get the waves. He just put a little water.
Yeah, people look like Tariq and Felton's talking about some. What are y'all talking about?
The waves don't swim. Hello, Alex. Xavier says, "Hello, Alex. Love the content. When you went into business for yourself, were you very confident, or did you jump into it and learn more as you went along? Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work. I wish you the most success." Thank you, Xavier.
Thank you so much, buddy. To answer that question, it depends, because I started off strictly mobile mechanic, and you know, I never really wanted to have employees because I'm scared of stuff like
what's happening now.
What's happening now?
Yeah.
No, I was kind of timid. You know, I didn't like to really talk to people. I wasn't outgoing like I am now. That was the problem. I didn't, you know, I remember we was passing out flyers in the Walmart.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you took it back then. Okay, so before Alex was Alex the car doctor, we had this company that I made up when we was like 18. See what I'm saying? I've been down for real, okay? So when you put that new rock, it's time for me to upgrade my rock on my hand. I'm just telling you that.
Trying, man.
We had a company that we called Big and Small Engines, and he started off on lawnmowers.
Yeah.
When I met him, he knew about cars, and he was rough around the edges. So I had got us some cars made on Vistaprint, and I made some flyers on his computer and passed them out. And he was just so shy to pass them out until people actually started calling. And speaking of Diag, do y'all want to know how much we charged to come out back then? Boy, them crackhead prices, $10. We charged $10 to come out and check out your car. And back then, Alex had a gold Nissan 240 SX, so it wasn't even no room for no tools for real.
It was a small truck.
But we was out there, and our theme song used to be Rick Ross, Every Day We Hustling. Yeah, we play that and be hitting the road. This was before we had kids, of course.
So my mobile mechanic days really brought out the best of me. You know, just meeting different people, talking to different people. Did you learn,
though? He's asking me, like, did you learn more about your craft while as a mobile mechanic?
Yes, because as a mobile mechanic, you don't have any help. You know, you're out there alone. You know, you have to figure stuff out. It ain't like in the shop environment that I made for my guys. You know, they can call me, hey, you know, what you think about this? So, you know, let me get a second pair of eyes on this. And I come over, boom, 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 you know, or help carrying stuff, or, you know, lifting or prying on things while somebody else do this. I had to do all that stuff by myself. So I think that's what made my skill set so high because I had to be self-sufficient for so long, and I just had to figure it out and think outside the box.
And try a little bit of trial and error, and don't get in over your head. That's the best advice. But jump out there. Yeah, I think that's what you did.
Yeah, and I always use this analogy. If you listen to everybody else at the pool, like, oh yeah, it's cold, but once you get in, it feel all right, man. What you're hearing is cold. I don't want to do it. Sometimes people stick a foot in there like, oh, nah. And the best thing to do is just cannonball your way up in there and you'll be fine.
Jump in the pool. Mark says, do you take pictures of the car's conditions? Like you stained my seat, scratched my car?
I need to start doing a better job.
Now look, if I get a vibe from a customer, because you can pick up which customer's gonna be like that, I'm gonna go ahead and just take them. I'll snap pictures. I will.
I need to do a better job myself.
It was mainly though the European customers.
Oh my gosh.
It
was the European.
Not the nationality European people.
Yeah, we got to straighten it
up. I love you, European people.
The cars.
I meant the European car customers, the ones with the Mercedes and the German stuff.
They have some of these people get in these luxury cars with baloney money.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they like, oh, I think I need a Mercedes to make me look nice and look rich, and they get this stuff and can't afford to keep
it up, and they'll be the main one. Yeah. But if we scratch a car, which we have, I remember one time,
not me personally,
right? We dealing with customers. I mean, employees. One of the employees let the car down on another car.
I'm like, oh my god, seriously?
Damaged her hood. I called my homeboy.
I think it was in the bumper. It was bumper. He let it down on the bumper and just scratched it.
I called my mans up who do body work. I said, listen, that's why I'm good to everybody, because when I need them, they come. I said, listen, bro, he done let the car. That man came in like a thief in the night. When I came to work next morning,
like a brand new car.
Okay.
Then another employee backed up into my Navigator with another SUV. I'm like,
hey man, you gotta buy that dude a new bumper. It's coming out your check. So a lot of the times, if we honestly, truly do something, we're going to fix it. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But if we ain't do it, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
Souls 2400 says, would you consider being a mechanic is a good career? One that pays a lot? I'm considering a career change after doing various repairs on my truck.
Okay, let me tell you like this. Working for somebody working for the consumer, working on consumer cars, being a mechanic, that's not really the move. It's very different, very stressful. Doesn't pay all that well. It's really not the move. I didn't like it, when I was doing it, for the consumers. But if you must work for somebody, I enjoy fleet work. You get on with companies like UPS, FedEx,
Pepsi, Coca-Cola,
things like that. It's a stress-free environment. It's their trucks. Sometimes if you mess up stuff, the company just buy a new one. They don't even be tripping.
Yeah.
You scratch something, the driver's gonna tear it up anyway. Things like that. It's stress-free. You don't have to worry about customers. You're your own boss. It's beautiful.
Right.
Now, if you must work with customers, it's best to be a shop owner. And that comes with a wide variety of stress by itself.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Because there's some techs out here that's making 70, 80K a year.
Yeah, but that's about all they're going to make. But it's high pressure, though. Yeah, it's high pressure.
It's high pressure.
Like, you have to be boom, 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 boom. And, you got to be on it, man. It's like a fast food restaurant job. You just nonstop.
I'm going to tell you this right here, Mr. Man, if I can go back to you.
Mr. Man.
Souls, the best thing to do, if you want to fix on cars and get into the business and make some good money, flip cars. Yes. You ain't got to worry about that no more.
That's my bread and butter.
Once you sell the car, he gone.
I'm just having a hard time getting to him. It's like,
buy the car, broken, fix it.
Yeah.
You'll make $3,000-$4,000 on something that a shop would charge $700 for. See what I'm saying? And so that's going into that another stream of income. We make more money flipping cars.
That's all I want to do, guys, to be honest with you.
Really.
I get bombarded with customers so bad, it's hard for me to get around to our for sale cars.
Yeah. So unless you're passionate about working on cars and you want to deal with customers, like you seen that gentleman just posted about people complaining about scratchings and this and that.
And then you got predatory customers that will literally try to set you up for the okie doke, knowing they have a problem coming in and blame it on you.
Right.
You know?
So unless you're passionate about it, babe, I wouldn't even. You know what I'm saying? I think your brother tried that. He tried switching careers and worked with you over at U-Haul and hated it.
Oh yeah, he did.
So it's kind of like, if you
gotta be a passion.
You like tinkering with cars, I suggest flip them. Flip the cars, make you
no stress. You can do it on your downtime, depending on where you at. The laws might not be funny because I know down here you can only do like sell 3 cars in your name
without a license. I think it's 5
or something like that.
But I tell you, however, we're not here to discourage you, and we ain't no dream killer. If you really want to do it, go ahead and do it. But don't do it for the money. Do it because you like doing it. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? This is not one of them careers where you
fly by night.
Yeah, no, this ain't one of them. Colonel said, how did the transmission fiasco on that Chrysler last week end up? We're going to have to buy her a new one. I already ordered it. I already got the old transmission out. So, we've already explained everything to her. Thankfully, she's a cool customer.
She's a wonderful customer. I got her on the phone today and just gave her an update on everything and apologized. And
but it's costing us $1,500 to replace her transmission when we made $5,000 off the original job.
Let's update the people on the ticket, shall we? So the car came in with a nasty tick. They took it to, I don't know, Jiffy
Precision Tune. Okay, it's a Dodge Journey. She took it to like a Jiffy Lube type place. They told her she needed timing chain. Ain't no timing chain.
It's got timing chain, but that wasn't making
it wasn't the issue. She needed lifters.
So the lifters was so bad. I'd never seen this. I still got the head. I'd probably take a picture of it. It busted a chunk out the, with a lifter, dropped down in. It pushed a chunk out the cylinder wall. I'm like, how the heck this happened? And it was a big metal chunk missing somewhere in the engine. And I dropped the pan. I couldn't find it. And the last thing I wanted to do was put a cylinder head on that thing. And that missing chunk mysteriously came about and destroyed the engine. And I've been responsible for it. So I told her, I pushed for an engine, got the engine.
Car Shield.
Yep, Car Shield paid for everything.
$5,000 for her to get a new engine.
So I put my guy on it, and first off, he damaged the radiator, broke the neck. I don't even know how that happened. Then he had the transmission down. He had it sitting on something weird. The transmission tilted over on its side. All the fluid forcefully came rushing out the axle shaft. And anytime, that's like giving it a flush. That's why I don't like flushes, guys. When you start stirring up settlement, that's normally when the transmission sucks up the fluid, it sucks it up through the filter. And all the nasty stuff get dropped at the bottom. But when it tilted over, I believe what happened is all that grime, not crime, but what I'm trying to say. It is a crime. Grime got wished through the valve body in places where it didn't supposed to go. And once we got everything back together, he damaged the transmission sensor, by the way, too. Once he got everything back together, the transmission kept going into limp mode, kept getting stuck in third gear because it was registering a shift solenoid or something that was malfunctioning. She did not
have them problems before.
I'm like, dude. So I replaced it. Well, I replaced the shift solenoid, and then the transmission wouldn't even move after that. I'm like.
So long story short, we out $1,500. Hopefully by us making a correction and being transparent with the customer, we can keep her as a customer for life.
Because that's my main goal. I don't do stuff just for one time, one night stand type stuff. Every customer that come through my door, I want them for lifetime customers, whatever it takes. If they're not trying to be a predatory customer, I spot up on them and like, you not.
Yeah, if we did it, if we broke it, we have no problem. I would
truly fix it.
Yeah, even though so I don't have $1,500 just to be
fiasco big time.
Assured One Mobile Press said, Mr. and Mrs. Car Doctor, what's going on? Checking in with y'all. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Gene says, hello. I think you're trying to say hello, people.
What's
up, Gene? Says Colonel Buckshot, when a customer tells me to hook up the machine and tell them what's wrong, I look them squarely in the eyes and reply, I am the machine.
I like that. I'm going to use that one. Oh, man.
I love
Courtesy of Colonel Buckshot, I am the machine.
Gene says, diagnostic better be right. Yeah. Yeah. Because even if you diagnose it for free and it's wrong, they still going to be mad. So you might as well pay me. Says Easy does say you will see shop supplies on your receipt. Yes, absolutely. Raymond Santiago says, what up, Doc?
What's going on?
Somebody
Raymond?
Said, Pimp Alex, Kenneth Williams. I'm going to post a picture one day, y'all. It's hella like little baby. It didn't look like mine.
Man, don't do that. Laugh me out there.
I'm going to put Alex Pimp picture up here for y'all. It says, I am Jedi 06 says, what's a good set of torque wrenches to buy for DIY?
Well, I would do the 3/8 drive. That's the most commonly used one. I've never really owned a quarter drive torque wrench. I don't, my 3/8 go down so far, it can do small increments. And a 1/2-inch drive. Now that's torque wrenches. This is torquing down wheels and torquing down fine things like the things that really need to be torqued, like intake manifolds, main caps, cam caps, things like that, cam gears, and important stuff. Well, all of it's important. Everything should be torqued.
Hopefully that helps you. Easy does it say, what cars you have for sale? Man,
all my stuff, them ready.
All my stuff be pre-sold. Yeah. So I could tell you, I just bought a Dodge Journey.
See, we like Dodge.
Yeah.
People think we don't like Dodge.
I like to buy them broken. The one I bought, I'm pretty sure has a lifter tick. I'm gonna go in and do all the lifters, so that I'm making a good sale. So I have to get it shipped from Florida though. I just sold a Dodge Durango.
Yeah, I went in over the weekend and got 2 cars ready, and come Monday,
they're gone.
They was already gone. So as soon as we get stuff up and ready,
they're out of there.
Like the car, the white, we have another white Cruise.
It's pre-sold.
It's pre-sold. People are like, oh, what y'all got? And they walk out and look at the busted stuff. I'm like,
I want that
dirty and stuff. Yeah, I want that one right.
But because they know we're gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna make you proud of that $5,000 car you buying from me. Mad Max says, I recommend this guy. He fixed my Honda Accord timing belt a few years ago and was very professional.
Nice.
Shout out to you. I'm glad. I hope your Honda's still riding, baby.
And he found me.
Yeah. Chico Too Cold says, hey, it's Rico. May have to come by for a new control switch for the Challenger. My cousin.
Rico.
Yeah. Windshield wipers won't turn off. Might be the fuses. I took out one in the wiper motor and it stopped.
Sound like a switch issue.
Come by, babe. Call me.
We got you.
When you're in town, we get you taken care of.
Truck driver.
Yeah, he's a truck driver. Raymond says, did you go to trade school? How did you get into cars?
I did, but I guess it's in my blood.
He went for one semester till they find out that he wasn't supposed to be there, and they kicked him out, so he didn't finish.
Don't let area tech so disorganized.
He went during his senior year in high school, and he was supposed to go for brakes, but he kept going after high school.
Manual transmission, engine rebuilds.
They didn't know until they find out.
Suspension, brakes, all kind of good juicy classes. Electronics. That's why I'm so good at the electrical system now, because I learned how to read diagrams and all that. But that being said, you need the hands-on experience too, and being a mobile mechanic, like I said, really gave me.
So a lot of book smart technicians and that can pass the ASCs.
Ask someone else.
Suck at hands-on stuff in the real world. They suck.
Oh, I seen master techs come in with their big $50,000 toolboxes and investments and don't know nothing. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
They studied the book. When they get in the real world application, they just tank.
Dang, so horrible. You need to go back to what you were doing before.
But you always liked cars, huh?
Yeah, I think it's in my blood too, because I have a long history of lineage of car people on my white side that I don't know. I think your uncle. They work on cars. Yeah. On my black side of the family, I have uncles that own shops, and so it's in my blood.
Yeah, Tanner J says, enjoy your content. Never watch the live stream. I take PMs on my LBZ Duramax Serious.
Oh yeah, got to do that preventive maintenance.
Good.
Yeah.
And welcome to the live streams
Yes,
every
welcome. I hope
Wednesday
you're
and every
enjoying it.
Sunday. David sent a black heart. We send one. I'm gonna send one back to you. Here you go.
I think I know how to.
Now you putting up the Illuminati sign.
No,
Put your hand down.
I
I'm just playing. David says you are on point every time, but I got mad respect for you, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I try not to talk out of my rear end, and everything I say, I've had personal experience with it. If I don't, I will go do heavy research on it to make sure I know what I'm talking about and not feeding you guys crap.
All right, so it says, "Hey, came across you when I was looking, Shantae. Let me say her name right.
Fancy.
Came across you when I was looking for solutions because my 2012 GMC Terrain won't start. When it starts, the shop says I need a new engine, which at the end of it all will be $10,000. Only thing I would say is that maybe time and chain went out.
They're bad for that.
Are they contact interference engines?
Yes.
That's the only way it would need a new engine.
We just had to replace some bent valves on that.
On a Terrain.
The Traverse, the sister car.
But we did one on the Terrain too, huh?
Well, she talking about a Terrain?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's having time and chain issues.
Most likely. But it's not gonna cost $10,000 though.
And I still do those time and chains.
Yeah,
and,
it shouldn't
that
cost.
That engine should be savable, especially if it cranks up and run on all 4 cylinders, and if the engine is not heavily sludged up, that engine can be saved.
So hopefully, I don't know, shop around, Shantae.
I would. I get a second opinion if I was you.
Eduardo Gonzalez. See that Spanish coming out? You see what I'm saying?
We were just talking about what it takes to graduate high school. Well, you need the Spanish course. I was like, I never took that mess. Well, I was like, it was in my list of things I'm looking for in a wife. Must know Spanish.
Whatever. When I speak Spanish, all my Spanish peeps be doing a double take. Like,
yeah, because they coming to me.
They think he's Puerto Rican. I did too, but he's not. I'm the Spanish speaker in the house. It's me.
I came in with that accent, baby.
Straight up out the hood. That's the wrong accent.
Miss Scusi.
That's Italian. I be straight. I'm like, yes, I speak Spanish straight up out the hood. Now what? Anyway, Eduardo, when you diagnose a vehicle and they decline at the time to repair it, do you keep on file for if they come back later? Absolutely, because you'll get customers. Say,
we had a customer today. You had to talk. No, it was Shan spoke with him talking about some. We did a fuel induction service and something else, and he was saying basically trying to blame us for his reverse going out. Like, we didn't even do nothing on your transmission.
Right? Who that was? I ain't know nothing about.
Shan had an update. She was funny.
But anyway, yes, we do. Like
you declined the diagnostic.
We will have a customer to come in. And we tell you, hey, you need, this happened for real. Motor mounts, this, and that. Okay, she paid the diagnostic, and went on her way saying that she'll come back. Oh, she came back months later with the job screwed up, half done, left bolts off. Remember, we did it on the journey. She needed the motor mounts, and she done had a motor mechanic come out.
Oh, that was hacked.
So, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. She had to spend more money. Her quote was about probably a little under $1,000.
That's all the mounts.
Everything she needed. When she came back, her quote was a little over $1,000. She added like a couple of $100 to her bill.
Because we have to go back behind her mechanic.
Bolts everywhere. Like it was horrible. Stuff tore up. She had to get stuff from the dealership that he done broke. I'm like, man, document. Even the mileage, because we'll have customers to say, "Oh, I bet it's been sitting in my garage since you diagnosed it 6 months ago. I ain't drove it." But then the mileage that you have on the odometer today is 1,000 miles different from what you had on it when it left here. So yes, I document everything. I have them decline. Document. Yes, I save it for later. Because if that part goes out and you declined it, it's nothing I can't help you. Nothing we can do.
Yeah. Dwayne Happel, hey
Dwayne, that's my buddy right there.
Right, when customers become family, this is a prime example right here. He says, getting ready for that LS300Z swap.
Only for you, man. Only for you. Seriously, only for you.
Alex is doing the LS swap on his
Z.
300Z.
What is?
You know how hood people be driving down the street playing that loud, crazy music?
That sound
Oh,
like
they
come.
next door.
Oh, what the heck going on
Anyway,
out there?
we didn't make it out the hood just yet. But if y'all keep pumping this YouTube, my day coming.
Yeah,
You hear me?
one of these days.
Hi, John says, I asked you about motor oil being on the engine near the coils of a 2016 Chrysler 200C a while, but upon closer inspection, it was coolant and not motor oil. Would you still recommend a valve job?
That 200C
Is it a Pentastar?
V6 or the 4-cylinder, they come in both. I need to know what engine is in that vehicle. Coolant on the valve cover area. I would personally have to see that one. Someone probably spilt something. Yeah, I'm clueless about that one.
Send me a pic. Hi, John.
Yeah, send me
on
a pic
Instagram.
on. Yeah, definitely do that, please.
Hi, John be working on them cars. I'm telling you. David says, I was in trade school and one of the teachers pulled me aside and told me to go straight to the ASC cert test. He saved me a few thousand. Yeah, because shops will hire you. But if you can back it up, though, if you got all them blue seals on your arm and you can back it up, then I say get your ASCs. But some people like me, I can go past ASC test right now.
And I can't pass diddly squat right now.
Alice is not a good test taker. And even the ones, I think you became an undercar specialist. You had the X1, the brakes, and the
I got several ASCs.
But they was only giving him 50-cent raises for those ASCs. It wasn't worth it for us. But yeah, if you can pass.
Yeah, I'm not a good test taker. I retain what I want to know and kick all the rest of the stuff to the side.
Souls 2400 said, first of all, thanks for the advice on the career paths. Last question. I accidentally moved the piston seal on my brake system. Now I have you go?
Probably a leak.
Where you go?
Uh-oh. It disappeared.
Dang it. I don't see the rest of the I don't know. I'm gonna wait. Raymond says, what y'all think about the 2.7 turbo engine on a Chevy Silverados now?
I haven't had much experience with them. That could either be a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes stuff is too new, but I haven't did much research on the 2.7. Yeah, that's too new for me. But he's talking about on the piston seal. What you're gonna have to do, most of the time when the piston come out, it upsets the seal, and that seal you either have to rebuild it or just replace it. Rebuilding is beginning to be a thing of the past, unfortunately. So you're not going to see many rebuild kits for whatever you're working on. So you may just have to replace it to ensure the integrity of it, especially dealing with your brakes. I say don't play around with your brakes. Do it right. It can save your life.
Yeah, absolutely, and others. It says Raymond. Oh, we answered that. Silverado. Shantae said that was the second opinion. To tear down and see if anything else is damaged will run me $1,600. I don't know about that. Still too much.
Yeah, for a 4-cylinder. What area are you in?
Yeah, where you at? Now, if you in California, that makes sense.
She in Crookville.
Crooklyn. Not Brooklyn, but Crooklyn.
Yeah,
Otis Shelley said, when looking for used engine, is there anyone you recommend?
Yes.
Yeah.
In our area, I'm pretty sure they're pretty nationwide.
We go with Weaver. Weaver is the only company that I know of for sure. Well, first of all, AutoZone and them sell used engines too.
And they give a good warranty.
Yeah, you can ask them about now. I don't know if they just do that for us.
They probably just do that for us. I don't think they'll sell the public used engines.
But I like LKQ because that's online. They got pretty good warranties that you can buy extra warranty on it.
I like LKQ.
LKQonline.com. If you not where we are, but if you're in Georgia, I like Weaver. Weaver not only gives you a 6-month warranty to replace the thing, you can also buy up to a 12-month warranty for about $200. But they also sell a warranty where they pay labor again. So a lot of times when I'm selling a used engine to a customer, if you're gonna go use with me, you're gonna automatically get that labor warranty, because if that thing breaks down, you need to be able to be covered without. Because see, I don't know where that engine is coming from. I have no experience with that car. So if you buy a used engine and you bring it to me and say, hey, I want y'all to put it in, 30 days later, the engine go out.
Or
Okay.
right out the box, it's smoking and ticking.
Sometimes that happens. Well, guess what? We can't do the labor again for free. That has nothing to do with us.
And I have to explain to customers that, oh, well, you're going to do it again, no charge, right?
No,
Like,
it takes
no,
time is money.
The work is done. I can't take back the work. Plus, I like my boys over at Columbia. I'm biased towards them. They like family.
But they don't do a labor warranty.
Nah, but they have come through in the clutch for me many times.
Have.
They look out for me. But maybe it's just me, but I think they provide.
I don't know. Shout out to you, Pee Wee, if you watch. He the manager over there. But Weaver is my favorite. Like I said, when you're getting a used engine, you want to get a labor warranty. Because Alex, the car doctor, the company, we only supply reman engines and transmission, because I'm getting a 3 to 4 year warranty, and AutoZone or whoever I get it from gonna pay me again if it goes out.
And we don't want to see you back in the shop.
But like, if you say, hey, I can't afford that, which I understand, I will allow you to get a used part and we'll install it, but it needs to have that labor warranty. Now, if you want to get it from S&W because you're gonna save $600, fine, I'll still install it, but you're gonna be signing something from us saying, hey, I'm aware that this warranty, this doesn't cover labor. Should we have to install it again?
Yeah, because when people spending good money like that, oh man, they can turn to be the sweetest thing, but when something don't go right or as planned, oh my gosh, they become Satan.
We put a Pentastar in a round ProMaster and it was ticking out the crate. And we had to do that job again.
And that was a terrible job.
Sometimes these jobs are taking 13 hours. So it's like, okay, you want us to do a 13-hour job again for free? No.
Not gonna happen.
So make sure you get a labor warranty. If you're in the Atlanta area, check out Weaver. If you're not, I say check out LKQ online. So that's to answer your question. Hopefully that wasn't too much for you. Sherrod says 1993 Ford Ranger 4.0. To replace the transmission oil cooler line is horrendous. Oh my God. I just finished it today as a mobile mechanic. Never again. Sure.
I haven't had much experience with those. You know, I work on a lot of newer vehicles. I don't take below 2000 or 99 in my shop. I have to check with Shane.
Because it's not that he can't work on them. It's just like, listen, we have parts. We don't take no Frankensteins. People coming out, I got a 1970 Chevelle and don't bring it here. We ain't got time for that. What engine? And I don't know. I bought it from the dude down the street. He said it was a 454 and now. We don't have time for that. We here to
do Pentastar under the hood.
We here to do general maintenance on it. But I will say, he said, "What's up?" By the way, as a mobile mechanic, my advice to you: keep it short and sweet. All money ain't good money. Once you get there and assess the job, it's okay to decline because you don't want to get yourself caught up in a situation.
And customers appreciate that too.
You're already outside dealing with the elements and then whatever else. You see what I'm saying? And if it take you longer than it should, you're messing up your future money. So my advice to you, Sherrod, is
look it up. Look the job.
Go back to the drawing board and say, you know what? Like you said, never again. Pick out something. You come to the car. Nah, I want to stick to I want to stick to general maintenance stuff. You'll make more money that way. Dwayne Happel says, "Ha, that's right, family. We got you
for sure."
I love him and his wife and his daughters and his son. They all been coming to Alex since before Alex had a shop. Before Alex was Alex the car doctor.
Go to their house.
You was Pro Technicians. I think they was your customers then.
That long,
that's a long time ago.
I remember when their little son was.
He was 7.
Oh, he was so cute. Now he's
a senior in high school.
And, up there with my daughter.
He goes to high school with our daughter and just as handsome as can be. Well, Hi John says, wait, Shantae ain't gonna. That was the second diagnosis to tell her. Oh, okay, we saw that. Will do. Thank you. Yeah, Hi John, get at her. Sweet Tea says, hello, my favorite couple.
Yeah, hello, Sweet
What's going on, Sweet?
Can't forget a name like yours. I love it.
Soul said, I got one last question.
Anything, man. Anything.
I'm over here. Wait a minute.
You messing up the order.
It says, I know you can get a master cert. Hold on. Because I'm only out here because you can't do this at all.
Let me rub your shoulder.
All right now. I done told you about all that. Get on now.
I'm gonna fog up your glass.
No, please don't. That's what he do. He fogs up my glasses, or if I'm not looking, he'll tie my glasses to my locks. He played too much. Anyway, David says, I know you can get a master, Sir Alex. You know your stuff. It's all about understanding and visualizing the questions. If I can do it, you sure can.
The problem is I don't want to.
You're lazy.
Just like I don't want to learn automatic transmissions. I can do it.
Y'all know the real reason why I be on this stream with y'all, because he don't want to click and answer questions.
What you mean?
I have to do it. That's why I'm here.
I can't read. I just play.
No, seriously though, when I met Alex,
I could read.
Alex was such a problematic child.
Yeah. That was horrible.
In school, they didn't focus on his education.
They focused on my behavior.
Only his behavior modification. So when I met him, I helped him get better at reading when we were 17. When he was 17, I was 18.
They had these little timeout rooms. They used to lock me in.
They focused. He was bad.
I used to bring stuff in the timeout room just so I can jam the door. It had electronic locks, and I figured out if you wedge something. I think I was up against the door one day. And it was like, move away from the door, Alex. They were trying to unlock it. And I didn't move. I was like, oh. And they like shoved it and pushed me off of it so it can unlock. I was like, oh, okay. So I purposely cutting up so I can go in the timeout room and wedge stuff in between the door. And they just be begging me.
Please open the door. So he was always mechanically inclined. But seriously, for a long time, I used to, when they found out he wasn't supposed to be at Atlanta Tech and he had to take other classes, I used to do his homework for him. But, and nobody really focused on his education. So the man you see today, really, thankfully, he had some great teachers. Miss Guzman, if you're watching, haven't spoken to her in years.
I miss her.
Took the time out to come get him on the weekends, to take him to the library to get car books so he can get better at reading. That. Now he's an excellent reader. So that's a true story, guys. No shame in our game over here. Shantae says, I'm in California. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Wish y'all were local. Do you think it would be cheaper to tear down and see if anything else is damaged or just get a new engine? Car stop while driving.
You're down there.
I'm going to say get a new car.
Yeah.
If you're going to spend 10 racks on that.
And if it stopped and not starting anymore, most likely you done bent valves and definitely need an engine. Those engines will bend valves, meaning the piston will make contact with the upper portion of the engine because the timing times everything together in sync, and so stuff won't collide with each other. So
I would say get a new.
Yeah, I would say new
unless you still paying on this one, then I don't know. But
we don't know your situation.
Right?
But California is so expensive. My sister, when it comes to repairs, she just be like,
"Your sister in LA? LA?
I don't know.
I think she's in LA." Raymond Santiago says the way I tell people to learn cars is go to LKQ and tear down a car. Yeah, or pull apart.
That's smart.
Sucios Mob say, hey there, just tuning in after work. You guys are awesome. Just out of curiosity, what's your preferred tool brand?
Lately it's been Snap-on, because the convenience of the warranty. Yes, they're very expensive. So what I tell myself to account for the cost, like, I have to spend $200 on this, but I can go down here and get it for $100. Okay, I just have to break this 1 or 2 times to make it worth my money. So I literally be trying to break them so I can.
But before we got
it was convenient.
Before we got the shop,
Harbor Freight was
Harbor
Freight at Amazon. Not so much a Harbor Freight because I have to spend time out of my day, go down there. I don't have time. Amazon is still my go-to when I need something and don't want to spend an arm and a leg. I'm still cautious of what I do. I just boom, 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 bam. Problem with that, if it breaks, I don't have the convenience of a guy, my tool guy coming and I'm like, here you go, warranty this out for me, no questions asked, no matter what I did to it. So
we can't get a Matco truck to come by.
Yeah, they be tripping. I don't know. There's something wrong with them folks.
I don't know, but we rocking with Bobby and Snap-on. Yeah. Hey, Bobby.
What's up, Bobby?
David says you and South Main Auto are the only 2 YouTube channels I can swear by.
That made me feel special.
Because South Main, he's my favorite.
Yeah, South Main is the stuff.
Okay. There may be more out there, but you 2 are the only ones I have not had to call BS on. Thank you.
I appreciate that. That's a real guy right there.
Yeah. This stream was fun and good idea. Somebody said, should I buy a Kia or a Cadillac? Nail one on.
Crap.
Somebody said Kia.
Yeah,
David, you
go
trying to
ahead.
set them up?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Get you a Honda or Toyota, boo, if you
Or
can afford that
if
for
you
real.
can't afford that, get your Mazda, Mitsubishi. I don't
Yeah.
see those in my shop. Or, Ford trucks are really good if you're looking for a truck.
Yes, exactly. Xavier says, Alex, have you ever considered hiring a senior tech like yourself to be the shop foreman while you focus more on football? That is the
Yes,
goal.
that's the goal.
We are hiring, okay? If you got the tools and the knowledge, come holler at me. Please. Please say people don't understand that a 30-year-old car should and does cost more to repair if you are in the Rust Belt. I'm
Oh my
trying to tell you,
gosh.
don't even.
And up there, I consider them throwaway cars. After they get so rusted out, it becomes unsafe, in my opinion.
He says, where y'all located? Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised.
Right by the airport, about
Yeah.
15 minutes from the airport.
Yeah, technically it's
Hartsville.
called like Forest Park, Monroe area, but it's Atlanta for you outside Atlanta folks. Sweet Tea laughing at some sweet. I don't know what fun. Oh my God, this is great. Auto trans is what is holding me back too. It's the kryptonite, man.
I hate automatic transmission. I love manuals. Oh my gosh, I can rebuild a manual almost with my eyes closed.
All right. So do I keep hearing voices? All right, y'all, we got to wrap it up because Alex got to go help our son with this plant cell project that's got to be animal cell project that's got to be 3D. So I'm interested to see how this got to turn out.
I'm gonna do some copy and paste stuff
on Pinterest for real.
Nah, I'm just looking and copying somebody.
Do any components of drum brakes grind? My 2000 GMC Sonoma makes a grinding noise when I brake towards the end of coming to a complete stop as I press further and further down on the brake pedal.
Yes, it's a lot could be going on. You could have no shoes left on the shoes. You can have hardware broken and scraping around in there, but that's not likely because you said when you push the brakes, if the hardware was scraping around in there, you would hear it as you're rolling down the road. Yeah. So I say check your shoes.
He says rotors, calipers, and wheel bearings were newly installed in June in order to pass inspection.
Okay.
So
he said rotors and calipers. Yeah. He didn't say drums and shoes. So rotors and calipers, that stuff is in the front. Drums and shoes and wheel cylinders, they're in the rear.
Yeah, David is saying those parts are for disc brakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, David. He basically went down what I was just saying.
So drums and shoes.
Yeah, I would look into that. Pull that drum off. Maybe a little hard since it's probably grinding back there now. It's probably done created a groove. So you probably have to get an adjuster tool and try to adjust it down. It's hard. It's gonna be hard. It's a technique to it, or I let a professional do it because most people don't feel comfortable with doing drum brakes. I don't recommend it for beginners. Disc brakes, go for what you know. But drum brakes, it take a special type of person to do that.
He can do it. I don't know. He might. Colonel says, I used to be troublesome in my rebellious in my youth, but drill instructor Woods, United States Marine Corps, Paris Island, got me straightened out real quick. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I heard about Paris Island, man. That was a horror.
Instructor Woods out here changing lives, man.
I love it.
Shout out to you. Shantae said it's
Thank you for your service too.
Right, absolutely. 2012 GMC Terrain with 130,000
Those Terrains, I always tell people.
This the one with the engine. She only had it 11. What was it? 11 and a half years? Oh no, 1.5 years, and it's paid off. Thank you.
Those engines. It shouldn't even cost 10 grand, but California is on some other stuff.
I don't know. I get
man, you can get a ship down here and I'll take care of you.
Right.
I've had people ship cars. My wife will hook you up with shipping
or something.
Reach out to us because it won't take all that.
I don't know, but I would just get a new car, boo, because I mean it's a Terrain.
I always tell people with the 2.4 Ecotechs to do the timing chain at about 100,000 miles. That's normally when I see them fail. A little bit past that, it's recommended to do it at 100,000 miles for preventive maintenance. If you go past like up in 130 range, you're definitely going to start running into issues.
Clayton Richie says, I still have Harbor Freight long wrenches and impact sockets. Haven't broken one for over 10 years now.
That's amazing.
That's why I said
they hold up. Them impact sockets are strong.
Look at Think you're talking about now one on.
What?
He's laughing at what I said when he said, should you buy a Cadillac or Kia? And I was like, nail one on. Not a nail one.
Cadillac or Kia. That's funny.
What's that? Says Raymond says, I have a Hyundai Accent with the 1.6 GDI and it drives great. Makes a small ticking noise, but ever since I had it, and it's been like 6 years.
I'm not a big fan of Hyundai or Kia, which is the same. So I don't really look up too much into the problems they have, or bother the research. So I say drive it till the wheels fall off.
Right, I would say if it's ticking it, but it's still kicking, let it roll.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But most of the Hyundais and Kias that come in our shop, that's 2019, 2020, that's problematic, they be under warranty or have a recall on them. So we just send them straight to the dealership.
I told my wife I'm about to stop working on the newer Hondas and Kias because it's always for the same thing. Either stolen, engine burning too much oil, or knocking because they don't let it run out of oil, or catalytic converters, which when we order get ready to order a cat for it, they say basically send it to the dealership because this part will fail again because it's a software update for it. Can't even work on it.
Right. Ivan,
straight to the dealer.
Joseph says, Ivan from Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics is where it's at. He's one of the best on the tube. I do. I know Pine Hollow. I don't think. Yeah,
no, I'm not familiar.
I know Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostic, and yes, they are pretty good. And don't they? I want to say they had a live show here and there. I haven't watched them in a while, but I know when I first started embarking on this YouTube journey, I know that South Main was one of the inspiring channels.
Didn't South Main, that's the one that got fired from his shop and started his own shop?
No, that's my other guy. Oh, I can't think of his name right now.
I like him too.
It's something. Rayman.
Oh, yeah. Rayman.
Yeah. But when we first started, it definitely was Eric.
Scotty, he bores me.
I don't know. Scotty just be all over the place.
Out there.
He says, keep up the good work. And then, all right, so this is the last one. Says, Shantae says, because we can't leave her out there. Shantae, she need help.
I got you, girl. I got you.
If I had to get a used vehicle on a budget, what would you suggest?
We talked about this on our last live. You need to ask yourself the question, what are you going to be using the vehicle for? Do you need an SUV type big vehicle? For most people, when they drive those type of vehicles, it's a sense of security. I'm in a big vehicle, something happened, I'm good. If you're not on that tip, what are you using the vehicle? Do you have a lot of kids? Do you need third row seat? Are you pulling something? Or do you just want a great gas saver, a reliable, great gas saver that's going to get you to point A to point B, back and forth to work?
Joseph said Honda or Toyota, but I'm going to tell you this, Shantae. Don't get rid of that Terrain and hop in the Traverse.
Oh, my God.
It's the same car. So you got
No, the Traverse.
Or is it Acadia?
The Traverse, Arcadia, and the Outlander are the same.
No, Outlander is Mitsubishi.
No, the Outlook.
Outlook.
The Buick Enclave. All those are sister trucks. Now, the sister trucks for the Terrain is the Captiva, the Terrain, the something.
Is the Captiva?
Else.
The Captiva have time and change.
Yes, it's the same as that. It's
so what we're saying is,
different.
even if you get another car within that same family, you're gonna run into the same issue again.
Make sure you don't have that same engine at 2.4.
I'm a vote with Joseph. If you can swing it, honey, get you a Honda or Toyota. If that, I'm not sure the pricing on Mitsubishi, but the Mitsubishis are good too.
Mazda got a good track record. They're building up a good track record for themselves.
Cheers to Harbor Freight sockets. I know that's right. It was one more that I just seen that I was so Shantae, I hope that help you. And then also too, Shantae, John says, get an aftermarket warranty. Just don't say the car is having problems.
That is smart.
And this is the best YouTube mechanic channel ever. Thank you, John.
Man, I appreciate that, John.
I mean,
love you, brother. Thank
you ain't hear it from me, but if you get Car Shield,
a lot of people do that. They'll get Car Shield.
You gotta wait though. You gotta give them. It's a grace period. It's a period that you have to wait. I don't know how long that is, but
it may be worth it. Rent a car, borrow a girlfriend car. Get something and just wait it out.
Yeah, that might work for you, but if you don't want to do that, but I've seen people do that on Car Shield. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Not
it's
throwing
right.
Car Shield under the bus.
I'm not
but-
saying it's right, but I've
Yeah.
seen some people like, yeah, I just got it. I got Car Shield, waited 2 months, now I'm getting it fixed. And guess what? If you got all your maintenance records, Car Shield gonna spend that money and get it thing. David said, subscribe. Hey man, thank you. I thought you was already part of the family. Welcome.
Welcome.
All right, guys. We hate to leave you.
Yeah, I got that project to do.
Alex got on daddy duties. I'm going to go and watch me some YouTube myself, kind of see what's going on in the world. We love you. We thank you for joining us on the live and making it fun and interesting.
Thank you for the support as always, guys.
Yeah.
I love all of you. Thanks for spending this time with me out of your busy Wednesday. I forgot what day it was.
Hump day.
Hump day. Alex, the car doctor, out.
See you guys on the next one. Thank you for not saying my line. We'll see you Sunday. 7 o'clock.
All questions answered.
Don't be late.